Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Harem Podcast. I am your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined by the horny homies, but not so usual. Luke Farnsworth, Anthony Luby, of course, our usual audience. Jonathan is not here tonight, but we do have our first very special guest on the Harem Podcast. And joining us tonight is Mr. Justice Kalla. Juice Man,
hey, Juice.
How are you doing?
Hey, Juice
I'm
Man.
doing all right, homies. Not nearly as horny as I should be, but I'm here.
We'll change that tonight.
He's already got Neil in his lab.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice squish.
Squishy.
But,
Squishy.
For those of you who don't know who Juice is, Juice, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, what you like. What
Give
kind
us
of
the
hentai-
last four digits of your social security.
your credit card number, and
Mother's maiden name as well, just get the full package.
Write it all out, like the city you grew up
Also,
in.
the first car you ever drove.
What school you went
Your
to.
grandparents' maiden name.
Went to way too many schools. God. So I'm in a band with Alex and Anthony outside of this stuff. I'm like a part-time weeaboo, I guess. I don't know. I enjoy anime.
You dabble.
I dabble. It's not an everyday adventure, but watch my fair share. And I'm a gamer.
Yeah, you do game.
he does game. He actually does game.
I game pretty hardcore,
Yeah.
actually.
You have a what, 2080 Ti Super?
No, 2070
2070.
Super XC Ultra, brother.
You never got the 3070, did you?
No, dude, it's like still out of stock everywhere.
Aren't 39? Amelia Watson, the VTuber, just got a fucking 3090.
She got a 3090.
She got a
Yeah.
3090.
Didn't she get 64 gigs of RAM
64
too?
gigs of RAM. I think like an i9 7700K.
That's fucking insane.
She's balling,
So
dude.
she's legit gaming now. She's fucking gaming.
And that was even half of what she makes in one stream.
Maybe, who knows? All I know is the VTubers are crushing it, and I'm so happy for their invasion.
Yeah. You don't dabble. You dabble in the VTubers.
I
mildly.
dabble a little bit into the VTubers. Again, like not as much as you guys. Like I watch a little bit of Amelia. Like it's mainly like the Holovive English stuff. Like I don't really do a lot of the Japanese ones.
You gotta check out the Clippers. They do subtitles. Those are funny as fuck. You gotta.
Okay. I do. I watch the clips with the subtitles. I think those are fucking
Those
hilarious.
are good.
Yeah, shouts to the Clippers though, honestly. Like after a stream, after like 20 minutes, they'll have a video up.
And fuck, they'll do a midstream.
Yeah, they'll do it. It's fucking impressive. My heart goes out to those guys.
That's dedication right there.
It seriously is. They work like overtime for our enjoyment. But Juice is also looking into voice acting for anime, so we were going to touch on that topic for sure tonight and get into it. But before we get into it all, how was everyone's week? How's everyone's New Year's? This is the first episode of 2021, so hopefully it's not as much of a shit show of a year.
Happy New
as
Year,
2020.
everyone.
Happy
Hey,
New Year.
everyone.
Akimashite omedetou gozaimasu.
God.
Pachi.
Oh fuck, keep burping.
I can't burp when I have to.
Me, Anthony, and Wook, we spent New Year's together. We went to everybody knows Andy.
He's done
They
know
should
Korea.
know Andy.
Andy's
But
been on Japan.
actually, for those that don't watch the YouTube channel, first off, subscribe.
Yeah.
Andy has been in a few videos on the channel so far.
He's the dude with the sideburns and not so long as hair as Luke.
He's the kid with the sideburns.
Sideburns.
That's you can just leave it
Yeah.
at that.
So we vibed at Andy's house over New Year's, played some Cards Against Humanity, and drank a bit. Nothing crazy. We didn't.
Vibe.
Yeah, we just vibed.
I'm fucking jealous.
What'd you do?
You were working.
I worked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've been working third shift this will be my fourth night.
Did anyone come in on New Year's just like shit faced?
No. So between midnight and
You want to get
6
closer to the
a.m.
mic, Juice?
Oh yeah. What?
Closer to the mic.
Close with mic? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Between probably like midnight and 6 a.m., we got max 10 people, probably between like 5 and 7 people.
Oh my god, dude.
And it was even slower last night, too. Like over the entire course of the night, from my entire shift, like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., again, like less than 10 people. Like, it's fucking insane how dead it can get.
What are you doing that time? Like, there's only so many times you can walk around the store, clean things up, wipe things off. Like,
A lot of smoke breaks. A lot of them.
you mean you got to pass the time somehow?
Yeah, it's a lot of smoke breaks. It's Again, just a lot of cleaning, making sure the fucking store looks nice and stuff, so I don't get bitched at.
The store probably looks spotless.
It fucking is.
Until like the morning crew gets there and everything gets fucked up again.
Everyone
It's
goes
always
in.
the morning crew.
Yeah, dude. Shouts to the morning crew.
Fuck the
fucking
morning.
shit up.
Fuck the
I'm,
morning
I'm
crew.
technically part of the morning crew. It's off.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Jeez.
Thor. Fuck the
I was
morning crew.
I was actually in there yesterday. You guys lost power around like 8 or 9.
Yeah, no, I heard about that. We lost power for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was freaking out.
Yeah, Anthony and I were coming up to the space, and we saw a couple cop cars blocking the street, and it looked like it was one of those like service trucks with orange lights. So I assume like someone either hit a pole or the weather caused the power to go out.
People cannot drive. Like literally on our way up here, me and Alex usually take this road that goes left, and it's easier to get here. This car had driven off the road into this grass, and when we drove by, there were 3 cops, 2
Yeah.
or 3. And then when we got here, you can see this place is kind of up on a hill, so you can see down to that intersection. There were like 3 more cop cars, so like 5 total, and a fire truck was on its way there.
And like a fire chief.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah. Well, there was also a
crazy
Jeep.
shit.
A Jeep got hit head on. At least not like a corner of his front end got hit. And then I think then the car went into the grass. So he hit him and then went into the grass. So I think someone got hurt or something.
Homies still can't drive.
No, they can't. It's not even slick out. It's just dark.
It's not even raining.
Yeah.
No, it's not even raining.
Just night.
It's just night. It's
Like when we drove home from Columbus yesterday, it was downpouring the entire time. We didn't slide off the road. We were in a rear-wheel drive Mustang. You can stay on the road like that. I mean, come on.
yeah.
Free swag.
Yeah, it was actually pretty bad yesterday driving home. Like, you know that storm that we woke up to, Luke?
Yeah.
We hit that on the way. Except it was like
Oh.
worse because you're going 70, 80 miles an hour.
That's pretty gamer.
Yeah.
I fucking hate driving when it's like super, super bad rain
Oh, I
like
hate
that. It's fucking awful.
It's not as bad on the side streets, but on the highway, everybody's like tire waters like clouding up like 20 feet in front of you and you can't see shit.
My old windshield wipers, you know those rubber parts that connect with the
The
windshield?
wiper.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine were like about 6 inches on both sides. Were off. They were just flailing around and they
think I
were getting
remember
tangled with
that.
each other. I did not go get new windshield wipers for so long. I put it off forever.
It's so cheap though. It's like 20, 30 bucks. They
Yeah.
last you like a year or two.
It depends what you get because mine were $25 a pop.
I think mine were around 22.
But still
a pop.
$50. Like that's not terrible.
yeah. I
For
was gonna
vision,
say.
it's not
For,
too
yeah,
bad.
to drive normally, it's not horrible.
To be able to
Yeah.
see when it's
Yeah.
raining, it's a small price to pay.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
But we're game with new wipers now, so it's all good.
Again, they
God,
charge you
dude.
to see.
It's ridiculous.
We truly do
Corporate
live,
America.
We truly live in a society.
We truly do.
Couldn't be me.
Shouts
Speaking
Joker.
speaking of corporate America, we do have a Chili's story.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
Holy
fuck,
Christ,
we
I
do.
forgot
Chili's.
about that story.
Yeah, so last week we mentioned that we were going to Chili's, and before the end of the podcast, I said, can't wait for us to have a story next week on the podcast as a joke. Turns out we had a really good time at Chili's, and there is a pretty good story about Shane.
So, Juice, basic rundown. We went to Chili's one time, just, to eat shit.
Okay.
And this waiter we didn't know his name then, but we were being like shitheads.
Can we call him Coin Purse before we find out his name?
Yeah, we'll call him Coin Purse.
Because
So-
he carries like a change machine on his belt.
Coin Purse comes up, and all of us were saying things after we ordered. Like, someone would say Zura, someone would say Nya, someone would say Desu, etc.
So basic cringe.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
being just like
basic
just like basic cringed assholes. And he went along with it. He was cool as fuck. So we tipped him $50.
All right.
And we go there like what,
last week.
week.
Yeah, we're there.
Last Friday.
And he's waiting our table again. So first he came over and he did like the basic, like, you want fries with that? And someone was like, yeah. He's like, you want them frozen or fresh?
What?
And we're like, I don't know how to fucking answer that because you're gonna give me exactly what I asked for. So then he brings us out our drinks, and he comes out, and we have an open seat in between me and Andy. He sits down, he starts chugging waters, he's throwing back these fucking waters,
Yeah.
and like periodically he'd bring out more drinks with shit in them, not like physical shit, but like flavoring. Like one had blueberry, the other one had peach, mine was supposedly mango. Jonathan got a fuck ton of Dr.
He
Pibbs.
threw in Swedish fish.
Yeah, it was Swedish fish.
So
Yeah.
then the second round, we had Swedish fish in our waters, and Jay had an orange slice in his Mr. Pibb. And
Honestly, though, side note, like dark sodas like that, if you throw in like a slice of like a citrus, something like that, specifically like you throw in a lemon slice with fucking Coke, shit slaps.
I thought about that.
It's really fucking good.
When Jay was drinking his Mr. Pibb with the orange, I was like, that might fuck. Like,
could
seriously
fuck.
might.
And
So I
then-
could see how it'd be pretty good.
But when the third round came out and he put food coloring in all of them, Jay's just looked like a regular drink. So we're like, oh, all right, he got us. Haha, that was funny. So we're all just drinking our flavored water that tastes kind of like shit. And then Jay takes a big drink of his and he put fucking blueberry flavoring in his Mr. Pibb. And
He
like
just
a
spiked it.
fuck ton.
He ruined
So
it.
he brings out the food, and Alex ordered this thing. It's like chicken and waffles.
chicken
You get-
crisp or waffles.
Yeah, you get 4 separate waffles with a piece of chicken on each. He gives Alex this tiny plate with 1 waffle and 1 chicken. That was the only thing he brought out. Everyone else didn't get their shit for like another 5 minutes. So he comes back and he's sitting down. And we're just shooting the shit with this guy.
All right.
And I think we pissed off all the other patrons because this guy was dead eyeing us. the
Oh, we
entire
were
time.
getting such a dirty fucking look from a guy that just down the
Yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah, we were just vibing with him. Like, he just sat at our table when we vibed while we ate. And he would just pound waters and vibe.
So it was a good time.
So, like, we found out his name. We're like, it's Shane. Shout out Shane at Chili's in Belton Village. We tipped him $100.
Jesus.
Yeah, we
fuck.
tipped him $100.
He came out pretty,
So,
pretty
like,
on top.
When we left, I forgot my... Well, here's another thing. Before we left, I couldn't finish my food because there's a lot on my plate. So I asked for a doggy bag. I always ask for a doggy bag whenever I go out to eat if I can't finish my food. It's just what I call them. He hands me a literal bag. And I dump my food in it. And then he comes with a real box. He's like, oh, bro, I was actually going to give you a box. So I put my bag in my box. And I forgot that at the table, so I ran it back inside. And he saw the 100 and he's like, hey, bro, you didn't have to do this. I'm like, nah, bro, you're a gamer. And I fist bumped him and walked out.
Shane's a cool fucking dude.
It was a very
Shane's a
good
gamer.
time.
Shane has his own Chili's story now.
Damn right he does.
The 5 dipshits that came in and gave me $100.
I conned these fucking idiots out of $100.
I fucked with 5 kids for way too long, and they gave me $100 for it.
That's essentially how it
Honestly,
went down.
I would take it. Like for like an hour of my time to get $100. Like that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Dude, I would do that. If that's what it required as a service.
Oh, if I
worker.
just had to fuck with people and I got $100
Yeah.
for it, fuck it.
that'd be like not easy money. but,
Dream job.
That's essentially like the business model of working at like a haunted house, though. You just get to fuck with people and you get paid for it.
You get paid to fuck with people.
You just have to be good at fucking with people.
Yeah, I've always wanted to apply to a haunted house.
Or a brothel. You get paid to fuck people.
Be an escort.
Anyway.
I mean, you could just go work a corner.
That's illegal though.
That is illegal unless you record it. That is
Really?
pornography. Yeah, no, it's illegal to be a prostitute unless you record it and they're being paid to be recorded. Then it's pornography and it's completely legal.
Oh, so
I don't
you
think
have-
many
So you have
clients
to
wanna
give
be
you have to
recorded,
give the
though.
person picking you up a slice of the cheese.
You don't have to.
You don't
No.
have
You
to.
don't.
No, not at all.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah,
Not,
no,
not
it's
that
a
I'm gonna
little
go do
loophole in the
that. I
system.
swear, but
Oh, man, that's poggers.
yeah.
Anyway.
That's always- whoever hit hard times, I guess.
You're gonna go sell your body on the corner.
No,
sure-
I'm gonna make porn.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm
There's
sure.
a difference.
Dude,
Sure,
oh
Adam
my
would
god,
pay.
you can hit up that one dude.
We're not going there, dude. We're not going there. We're not going there.
That's for another time.
Yeah, that is.
Another day.
So let's find out a little bit more about juice.
What is juice?
What do you want to know?
What is
I'm an
juice?
open book, kind
I
of.
just what kind of, since this is an anime podcast, we'll start getting into the good stuff before we hit up Juice's hopeful career.
All right.
What we'll just ring off questions. So guys, think of them and then just ask him.
I have one, but I already know the answer.
I would aim.
Okay.
Well, Luke might not,
I know that's
and
fine.
the viewers don't. So just ask it. Aim for like an anime related question.
I
Juice, what is your favorite anime genre?
Favorite anime genre? I do like a lot more of the, I guess, like action-oriented animes. As far as like the ones I've watched, like one of my favorites is Devilman Crybaby. It's fucking amazing. Shame that it's only 10 episodes, but
only 10.
They didn't
yeah,
even
it's
make
only 10
12.
episodes. I finished it in a single night.
Are they
Came
still
out.
like 23-minute episodes, like normal length?
Yeah, no, like 23, 25-minute episodes, 10 episodes, super short series, but like super hard hitting.
It's weird because I hate to steal the limelight from Juice, but he also really liked Domestic Girlfriend. He actually got me to watch that.
Domestic Girlfriend was fucking fantastic.
Isn't it like 8 episodes?
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes.
It's 8 episodes.
It's 8
Yeah.
episodes.
Wait, it's
yeah.
8 episodes? What?
Yeah, it's only 8. And there's plenty of more to go after that. They just didn't do it. And I think the manga goes way farther. I think the manga is still going. And they just said, fuck it, we're not going to do 4 more episodes. to
That
make a full
show's really,
season.
really popular, isn't it? So why the
It
fuck
got
would
really
they even do
popular
it?
for a second because, just to give a basic rundown for the people who haven't watched Domestic Girlfriend, essentially Domestic Girlfriend goes on like hentai plotline, but is not explicit like a hentai, so it just needs to keep the story fucking balls to the wall the entire fucking time. It's pretty fucking nutty.
Isn't it like the dude, like teacher or some shit?
All right, so the dude has a crush on his teacher, his senpai, if you may. Dude ends up going out to a mixer one night because, he's, virgin cuck boy. And he meets this girl. And the girl's like, hey, let's go back to my place. Let's fuck. I just want to fuck. And he's like, all right, dope. About to lose my virginity. They fuck. And then she's like, yeah, this is just a one-time thing. I don't want to see you ever again. It's like, all right, whatever. He's kind of turmoiling over that. Goes home next day. His dad's like, hey, I'm gonna have you meet my new fiance. I kept her hidden since your mother's dead. Fucking opens up the door, new fiance, whatever. She has 2 daughters. Daughters are the girl that he just fucked and his teacher.
Yeah. So it's like totally something that would never happen in real life.
That's what you think.
I mean, I'm sure it has.
I'd fuck my teacher's sister
Who is now also your stepsister.
Yeah.
at a singles mixture.
I don't want to spoil anything for people. Is it old enough just to talk about it?
I mean, it's been out for like 2-something years.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I'll keep it to myself and just internet search it or something. But it's actually a good show. I know.
It is really good.
I know, like, we're always like, oh, Juice only likes Domestic Girlfriend. But it's actually a really good show. And it needs more to it because I'm really curious.
I can't believe it only has 8 episodes.
It's stupid.
Fucking Yanko Days has more.
Yanko Days is a complete show compared to that.
I mean, technically, yeah. So is Onigiri.
Yanko Days and Onigiri are 1 episode.
Okay, sure, like total length is 1 episode, but they got 12 episodes.
No, total length of the show doesn't even match an episode.
I mean, come on, One Room got 3 seasons.
I know, and it was fucking awesome.
Is he getting a 4th season is the real question.
Fucking hope so.
I think Juice would like One Room.
No,
Would I like One Room?
One Room is basically like a dating sim, but you don't get to play the game.
You watch
You
it.
just get the answers from the girls.
That's interesting.
It is
It's very interesting concept. It's very lonely thing to
It really
watch.
is.
It's a first-person anime. Literally,
That
what
sounds
it is.
awful.
It's kind of dope.
No, it's the thing.
Don't even try to
No,
describe
it's
it
the
as
thing, dude.
dope.
It's seriously animated really well. The art in it is really good. The voice acting is awesome. It's just it makes you feel really lonely.
Well, I mean, coming from experience, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the room with a girlfriend.
Yep.
So,
What is with this seat? Everybody who sits in this seat is the only person to be in a relationship.
Shut up.
We'll go to the next question.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Next.
Ask me.
You said you knew the answer.
I was gonna ask favorite anime, but like we know,
you know.
Do we? What is it?
You know.
Domestic Girlfriend.
No,
No,
favorite,
it's
no.
not. No, it's not.
It's not Domestic
It
Girlfriend.
isn't?
It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you
Oh
fucker.
no!
It's
Fucking idiot.
It's something we've never talked about on the podcast before.
Let's talk about some JoJo.
Let's talk about some
Let's
JoJo.
talk about JoJo.
What do you want to know?
The one thing I really like about JoJo is that one song. We used it to open a show.
Dio's? It was like
Il
Dio's.
Vento Doro?
Was it? Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
No,
do-do-do.
yeah, that's Giorno's theme, Il Vento d'Oro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song fucks.
From part 5. Which isn't even my favorite part. It's just that part has so many bangers of songs.
Are they
Like where they're
make-
doing the torture dance on the boat. Fantastic scene.
Luke, you've seen some of JoJo, right?
Seen all of JoJo.
You've seen all
Yeah.
of JoJo?
Yeah.
Dude, JoJo
Fucking
Bros.
losers.
Me and Luke are the Joe Bros in the room.
Joe Bros.
The real question is, Juice, how does King Crimson work?
Me and Andy had a very in-depth conversation about this.
I've had too many in-depth conversations about this.
It's like he's essentially just fucking lag switching. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, it's fucking retarded.
So, like, the whole point of King Crimson Stand is that
he a person?
King Crimson is the name of the stand.
Yeah.
What
the hell's a
okay,
stand?
let's take it
Okay.
back.
Okay,
a
all
step.
right. So
Okay.
now we have
What's
to
a stand?
start from part 1
So-
now.
Stands weren't even introduced until part 3. So part 3 is essentially a personification of your spirit.
Kind of.
Kind of. And it's never explained in the anime how everyone starts to get stands, except like later on you have the stand arrow, where if you shoot someone with this, it's a special arrow. Or if you shoot someone with it, they either die or they're strong enough to keep living and then they develop a stand. Yeah, a stand is essentially, the way they describe it, it's like a personification of someone's spirit, or like a manifestation of it. And depending on the person, it has different abilities.
So is it a physical entity?
Kind of.
Yes and no.
Only people with stands can see other stands.
Okay, so if I were to get a stand, would it look like me? Would it act like me?
It does not have to look like you. It does not have to act like you, but you control it.
Yeah.
So it's like your own superpower clone.
All right, literally,
Kinda.
most of them are punchy ghosts.
Yeah.
It's just like a giant punch ghost.
Like, I was
that
just reading
only-
this theory that fucking Star Platinum is essentially like the ghost of Jonathan.
Yeah, because they look almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
But like, so they fucking forgot like half the plot that they made halfway through part 3 anyway.
Yeah.
So like, so in part 1 you had Hammond, which is like
It's a breathing technique.
it's a breathing technique that lets you punch with sunlight, and that was like the whole point of the fucking
To be fair,
part 1.
Hammond fucks. Like,
Hammond
especially
fucks.
in part 2, like that's where they
No,
they peaked with Hammond.
It's sick. But
There's-
like when you try to describe it, it sounds so fucking stupid. It's
Yeah.
literally you use your breath to punch with the sun, the power of the sun. You punch with Sunny D, the power pack taste of the sun.
You're telling me Demon Slayer is not an original plot?
Sure.
Okay.
But like, so you have to have like good breathing in order to do it. So like, if you get punched in the throat, you're kind of just fucked. In part 3, at the very start, they're like, "Oh, it works the same way as Hammond." We're like, you have to be able to breathe, or else your stand can't be as strong. And then literally, like maybe 20 episodes later, they just completely threw it out the fucking window because they were underwater and still using their stands.
yeah, no, that just never came up ever again.
It never came up that you have to breathe for it. It never came up that the stands can shrink.
Minor part 5 spoiler here. Isn't there a part in part 5 where it's the train scene where it's the one crew trying to capture oh my god, I'm blanking on her name.
Trish.
Yeah, they're trying to get Trish, and Luciardi has to unzip himself and like stop his heart and stop breathing.
Yeah.
But now he's still using the stand though.
Yeah, he was still able to use a stand. He literally
His-
zipped his heart in half and killed himself and then zipped it back up.
It's weird shit.
Doesn't make any
Do they like summon the stand?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that kind of how it works?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much. The stand can also act involuntarily. Sometimes.
It's got like a mind of it. It can do
Kind of.
what it wants
Kind of.
occasionally.
Yeah, like that's pretty much how they were introduced. Is like in part 3, Jotaro locked himself in jail because he thought he had an evil demon possessing him, and he tried to shoot himself. And Star Platinum, his stand, like caught the bullet, so like acted involuntarily.
And
But
like
it's-
that's where it was cool. And then they were just kind of like, here's part 5 where like alien arrows shoot into you, and then you get a stand because they're kind of aliens, but they're also the manifestation of you.
They did that in part 4 too.
Yeah, I don't.
That was like the biggest plot line of part 4.
Yeah, but then that kind of just throws out the whole idea that they're like manifestations of your spirit, and instead it's just aliens.
Kinda.
So is each JoJo part have, from my understanding, like part 1 through 5, there's like a main character like Joseph Jotaro.
Yeah, there's
is,
a
is
JoJo.
Is it his family line throughout every part?
Yes, kind of. It gets kind of trippy around part 5, arguably part 4. So basic lineage. Part 1, you have Jonathan Joestar. He's the original JoJo. He's the OG.
He's the dude we see like with the blue jacket and the hat, right?
He doesn't have a hat, I don't think.
Looks like I know that you're talking about him. He has like a train conductor hat. It looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Who's that?
Bring
What?
a picture of what's his name?
Jonathan
Joestar.
Jonathan Joestar. Yeah, he's the part 1 JoJo. Where we're also introduced to the main villain of essentially the entire storyline, even though they try to make it not all about him. Motherfucking Dio.
I know Dio. I for sure know Dio.
No, he's not the hat man.
Oh, he's not.
No, you guys are thinking. I'm thinking you're thinking Joseph.
Joseph.
Probably.
Yeah, here. This.
Isn't he in high school?
No, it's not good.
Joseph is. Yes.
Yeah, he's what, 17?
17 or 18.
I think he's 17. The JoJos also get progressively younger throughout the series.
So they have Benjamin Button disease.
No,
not at all.
I think they're all different people.
No,
It's
yeah.
not-
So
Yes.
each part, like each JoJo gets progressively younger.
So like, the first one starts off at like 25, the next one's like 22.
So no,
Well,
Jonathan.
okay.
Jonathan's 22.
Part 1 is the single worst paced thing I've ever watched.
Yeah, no. Part one
first off.
isn't. Part 1 is okay. It's definitely necessary for the watch.
Yes.
Just so you get a basic understanding.
Because then you're a part skipper if you don't watch it.
Yeah. Don't be a filthy part.
Don't
skipper.
be a
Fuck
filthy
those
part
people.
skipper.
But, yeah, you have Jonathan Joestar, the OG JoJo. He's like 22 years old. Part 2, you have Joseph Joestar, who is Jonathan's grandson. He is.
I think he's 18.
I think he is 18. Then you have part 3. You have Jotaro.
Oh, wait, you guys are thinking Jotaro.
That's. Yeah, no, they are thinking of
You're
Jotaro.
thinking
Jotaro.
Jotaro.
Everyone knows Jotaro. He's the most popular JoJo.
Yeah, he's about like
it's Jotaro.
I know like him and Dio.
And he's like 16.
He is 16.
Yeah, he's 16.
Just like me.
Then you have part 4. That's Josuke Higashikata. He is 15.
15.
And then you have part 5, Giorno.
15.
He is also 15.
Is Jorno the one with blonde hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Which that's where the kind of like lineage thing gets trippy because, okay, so you have Jonathan, then you have Joseph, who is Jonathan's grandson. You have Jotaro, who is Joseph's grandson. You have Josuke, who is Joseph's illegitimate son. Because when at some point Joseph went to Japan, fucked a girl, and then just dipped.
Which makes Josuke Jotaro's uncle.
Yes. And then you have Giorno. Now, the thing with Giorno is super weird because part 3, Dio comes back from part 1. Part 1, they thought they killed Dio. Nah, he comes back part 3 because what ends up happening is Dio, he gets decapitated, but then he decapitates Jonathan and steals his body.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Because Dio's a vampire. He's a gay vampire.
Yeah, Dio's a gay vampire that gets decapitated, so he decapitates Jonathan to steal his body because Jonathan's body was better than Dio's original body. So, because he is Dio's head on Jonathan's body and he had sex and had Giorno's a JoJo because it was Jonathan's body fucking a girl.
So who died? Who is dead and no longer in the series?
Good question. Jonathan, technically, I mean, his body is still alive, just, with Dio's body, or Dio's head. Jonathan's dead. Joseph is still alive, as we know, currently.
Actually, he's alive all the way up through part 6.
Is he alive through part 6?
Yep, that's confirmed.
Okay.
It only goes up to part 5 animated, right?
Right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
But they're doing a JoJo Expo this year in, I want to say, May, which everyone's speculating they're going to announce the animation of part 6 officially, which pumped for. But I believe the only JoJo that's actually dead is Jonathan. Every other one is alive. Currently.
This show,
My head's
oh
spinning.
my god, it's hard to follow.
It's spinning.
It's a little
I mean,
a little bit.
I feel like it's easier if you watch it,
Yeah,
but
from part 1
from
to
a
5.
completely
No.
Oh, it's
outside
not
understanding.
awesome.
It gets a bit easier if you actually watch it.
Yeah, it gets a bit easier because then you understand what we say when we say Dio's a gay vampire that killed Jonathan and cut off his head after getting his head cut off and used his laser eyes to...
See, that just sounds so
Yeah, I just love that
crazy.
Dio's a vampire and you rarely see traditional vampire powers with him. He uses laser eyes and he shoots his veins at people to suck their blood out of their body.
And he also makes vampire minions somehow.
Yeah, I think that's the only time we see his actual vampire powers. He bites them to make them a
Yeah.
vampire minion.
But they're not just people. They turn into imps and shit
Yeah,
for
no,
some
it's
reason.
really gross.
It's pretty gross. And then in part 2, you have AC/DC, who was also a vampire and also shot his veins out, but his veins were hot.
Yeah, no, I mean, part 2 antagonists were pretty dope. You had AC/DC, Wamu, and
Cars.
Cars.
Cars is 1 or 2.
It's Cars spelled with a
Shut the
K.
fuck up. We do not need that.
Cars
here tonight.
spelled with a K.
The ultimate being.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's German cars.
Like the Car 98K.
The power of German engineering.
Yeah. German engineering is the best.
Okay, so I do have one question about the whole JoJo thing as a whole.
Okay.
This kind of goes back to the stands thing. When people ask, like, who is your JoJo stands, what does that mean? Have you ever heard that?
Rephrase the question.
Yeah, try it.
I often hear people
Try again.
I often hear people say, like, well, who do you stan? Or is
I
that
think
even
That's stand
Like
is
when you
a
stand
different. That is a completely different.
That's
Okay.
that's not on. That's
Okay.
not.
So
Never mind.
so stan is a term created by Eminem from the song Stan,
Oh,
where it is actually a shortened term of the words stalker fan, which takes into effect the idea that you like someone so much, you're such a big fan that you stalk them. Therefore, you're a stan.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I
So
thought
if
it
you
was- I thought it was
stan
a JoJo.
someone, you're
So-
like,
So in JoJo, it's stand with a D.
Yes.
And then
Like
in
standing.
Eminem's case, it's the name Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, my favorite JoJo is Josuke.
Is there anyone with a pompadour?
The
I
pop.
feel like I've seen someone. in
Josuke,
JoJo.
that's Josuke.
that's Josuke.
The
Josuke has
Yeah.
the pompadour.
He has like
Sweet.
the greaser thing going on.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Oh, what a gamer.
he looks like Prince.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's actually what he was. He was based like he's based to look like Prince.
Was he based to look like Prince? Because
Yeah.
I know Yoshikage Kyoto was based to look like David Bowie.
Yeah, and Josuke was supposed to look like Prince. That's
didn't
why.
even know
That's why
that.
he looks so.
Doesn't
Okay.
Prince have like a
Fabulous.
perm? Like a bunch
I
of
don't
curls?
know.
The
Prince is
hair's
prob-
not.
Prince has
it's
done a
more-
lot of
yeah.
things with his hair, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's more of like the clothing style.
Yeah, no, the
For the
clothing
most
style
part.
definitely I can see. The hair,
Yeah, it's not so much the hair, but like his clothing style is based off of Prince.
Is the
Yeah, that makes
creator
sense.
JoJo's a big music fan?
He is
Yes.
huge into Western culture music.
Yeah, no,
he?
that's like most of the stand names are based around either band names or song names,
all of them, except for part 3.
except for part 3. In part 6, though, he starts to delve into like designer brands and stuff like that too.
Like Gucci? Oh, wait. You know, Luke actually just mentioned this the other day. He said one of the JoJo's guys went to Gucci.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't me. That was Andy talking about fucking Oh fuck. What's his
I
name?
remember that conversation.
That happened like over the weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Rohan goes to Gucci.
Dude, that's my favorite OVA.
My favorite OVA is Rohan goes to Gucci.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, no, but pretty much like all the stand names are based around like either band names or like song names. Like Josuke's stand is Crazy Diamond, like shout
Yeah,
out
like
to
Pink
Crazy Diamond, Pink Floyd. Yoshikage Kira's stand name is Killer Queen. Unless we're talking about localizations, which that's like
we
a whole other
don't
topic. in
we don't
itself.
talk about the localizations.
Yeah, I'll steer clear of that because I'm ready.
I'll say my favorite. I'll just end it on this. My favorite localization name. It's from Part 7. Main antagonist, Funny Valentine. His stand name is what is it like?
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
I was trying to think of the short name. Yeah, it's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt.
D4C.
Yeah, D4C. It's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, but the localization name is Filthy Acts at a Reasonable Price.
I fucking heard that. Or there's like the Christian version, like do good deeds done for free.
I mean, it gets a little crazy when you get to part 7, because then it's Funny Valentine, the president, in a chariot horse race against a cripple.
Yeah, because like Part 7 and 8, it's all like retcon stuff. It's like alternate universe, because Part 7's alternate universe of Part 1, and then Part 8 is an alternate universe of Part 4.
Yeah, because in part 6 the universe gets reset and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Is this what it feels like when I like talk to my parents about anime?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
just I'm
probably.
just getting fucking
Probably.
whooshed.
probably.
I'm trying to follow though. I really.
I
am.
can't. I
I'm
mean,
trying.
I'm
It's-
having a
it's
hard
difficult.
time.
It's
really
very
is.
hard to follow.
It's super deep. The lore for JoJo is fucking insane.
It's actually like everywhere. There's like no straight path.
So, Juice, I want to get into the voice acting stuff. I'm curious about. I actually
Okay.
have a couple questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
So what made you want to get into it?
I've always been really interested in it ever since I was younger. I just now like have the resources to be able to like actually pursue it. Because I actually have a buddy that's a voice actor, and he has worked on a bunch of stuff, mainly a lot of like Danganronpa like games and stuff like that.
That's still really, really fucking cool.
He actually knows a few big names in the within the industry as well. Like I don't think you guys have seen Beastars.
I saw that first episode with you and
one.
David.
No.
Yeah, no. By the way, again, Beastars, highly recommend. It's fantastic. Even if you're not a furry.
I need to finish it. It's fucking. The first episode got me hooked. I just didn't get around to it.
But the dub voice actor, Jonah Scott, he's actually really good friends with Jonah Scott. I believe Jonah Scott also voices the main character in Dying Light 2. His name's like Aiden or something like that.
That's sweet.
I'm super excited for that game.
And the dub voice actor for the new hero in My Hero Academia, it's like Mirko, I believe, like something like that. It's like a bunny girl.
I could tell you if I kept up with
I
season
don't
4.
remember.
But he's pretty good friends with her. But I've essentially every once in a while I'll pick his brain about stuff, and there's a lot that goes into it that a lot of people don't realize. Like, of course, like people look at the equipment and stuff like that, but one thing a lot of people don't consider is like sound treatment, like dedicating a space to where you can specifically record lines and stuff like that, and a lot of vocal training too.
Like just watching videos. One notably for me is Ri Takanashi, I believe her name is. She voices Amelia, Takagi-san, and I believe she did Rika from fucking Shinobios. And it's interesting.
You know, she also did Fischl.
Did she? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It's actually really interesting how you have these 4 different characters, and you have to kind of get in the mindset of each one of those characters, and you can kind of channel each and every one of those characters at like any given time.
Oh yeah,
that's like
100%.
really, that's kind of hard for me to like imagine. I think I have like my voice, but you have to do something completely different that still sounds like you, but it's not you.
I watched a video where she was just talking on some radio show, and she was talking in her normal voice, and they had her do Rika's voice, and it was like you can definitely hear the differences, but
it's like a switch is flipped.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Like you can definitely hear.
Cool how you can do that.
It's crazy how they sound similar but so different. It's wild.
What roles do you like have in your head that you think you would be good at or want to do?
What do you aspire to do?
I mean, ideally, I would love to do like dubs and anime and stuff like that, but it is a very hard industry to get into because it is so extremely competitive. Video games too, but ideally I would like to start off smaller with indie games, stuff like that, since I have a passion for indie games in general. There's a lot of amazing devs and stuff out there, or even like small animations and stuff like that on YouTube. That's also just great watching that kind of stuff. As far as like roles, I don't have anything specifically in mind because you kind of have to look at it at face value first and figure out, like, you have to look at what's available and think to yourself, would I be good in this role? Mm-hmm. If you I visualize a role specifically you would want to do and you don't want to do anything else but that, it's going to be much harder to kind of get your foot in the door.
Mm-hmm. If you had like just the random opportunity, if you could have voiced anyone in like video games or like anime, who would you wish you could have voiced? Like, not putting like experience or like skills out there, just who was like the one person you'd always want to voice?
You're hitting me with some hard questions here.
Yeah, here at the Hello Harem, we go hard and we go horny.
I would have loved to have voiced Akira from Devilman Crybaby, because I love his character in that show. So I feel like that would have been a super, super fun role. Like, especially considering the internal turmoil that he goes throughout the series.
Akira. Has anybody else seen Devilman Crybaby?
Me.
You, Luke? Is it good?
I take it you didn't like it.
I don't want to say because I would feel bad shitting on a show Juice liked.
You didn't like it?
I did not at all.
Really?
No. I felt like it fell short where it needed to shine, and in a lot of the scenes it felt like they were lacking just that little bit that needed in order to make the scene realize what it needed, if that makes sense.
That's fair. No, there are definitely parts throughout the series where I felt like it fell short too. Like, it felt very rushed. Because it's only 10 episodes. Like,
Yeah,
if you would added in 2 more episodes, like made it a full 12-episode series, then I feel like it would have helped out immensely.
I felt like in those times where like Akira was facing all of the shit that he was dealing with and everything, I felt like it just fell flat. I felt like it didn't hit as hard as it needed to in order for you to realize that, you know, he was actually dealing with it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess that all kind of comes to fruition at the end of it, which, you know, re-allowing spoilers. Series been out like 4 years now.
Just ended.
Yeah, just send it.
Well, essentially at the end of the series, you find he has a childhood friend, Rio, who is the one who essentially makes him a devil man and exposes devils or demons to the world and sends the world into absolute chaos and war. Rio is Satan. Like, he's the devil. And at the end, there's this huge fight between Rio and Akira, and Rio ends up killing Akira. And the scene ends with, or the series ends with, you know, Rio just crying over Akira's dead body. And the whole series is a metaphor for how pointless war is, which I think is interesting itself.
That was neat.
It
I
does.
doubt I'll like watch it. Nothing against like I think the show's gonna be shit, but fuck, I already got nothing to watch.
No, it's like if I think it is one of the series where it's like if you have nothing to watch and just want like a short like one night binge, it's a good thing for that because it'll take you, you know, about 3-ish, 4-ish hours to finish.
3.5 hours ish.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's 2 less than a
Yeah,
normal 12 animal.
it's 45
Yeah.
minutes shorter. Regardless, it can be done in a
Yeah.
day. It's nothing. It's not hard.
I don't think it's anything anyone should search out to watch personally, but if you have the time and you want to watch it, go for it.
I think you should watch it
different
personally.
strokes
I
for
very
different
much
folks.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it just depends on who it.
Yeah, it depends on your personal taste.
Yeah,
because I like much different animes than you guys.
I felt like
Yeah.
it just fell short where it needed to shine, and it kind of dropped it a lot. It started off pretty strong, and then like the more I watched it, the more I realized that it just needed a little bit more for me.
This kind of makes me think of like Darling in the Franxx because that's my favorite anime, and obviously it has its fault. We all know that.
Dude,
Yeah.
too
But
bad
it's
Darling
like-
in the Franxx fucking sucks, idiot.
But like obviously I
02, she's a horrible wife. Sorry, babe. Forgive me. Sorry.
but like the ending was trash, and I think anyone
fucking hate that
anyone
ending.
who watches it has to acknowledge that. But it's still my favorite anime. So
Like, I kept, like, Alex hyped it up so much. He's like, bro, this ending made me cry. I'm, like, ruined after this ending every time I watch it. And I watched that ending, and I was like, I'm fucking pissed. That
I know.
ending
I watched it. And I was
sucked.
like, I'm so fucking angry.
Yeah, like, that ending
ending-
absolutely sucked. Like, are they reincarnated now? Like,
it was trash, Alex. I mean, you have to acknowledge.
No,
that.
I agree. It made me feel a lot of emotions, and sadness and anger and disappointment was a couple of them. It's not the best ending I've ever seen in the world.
I wouldn't even rank it as one of the top fucking 30.
No.
it's
That's
like
not what I'm
50
saying.
or
I
Yeah.
rank it as
100.
the bottom fucking 5 worst endings of all
Like,
time.
No, I agree. It pissed me off more than it made me like emotionally unstable.
So when season 2
But I
comes
still
out,
love the show.
When season
I
2
don't know.
of Darling in the
Trigger, you gonna fucking do this?
Well,
Like,
you can't just address Trigger. You gotta address the 3 fucking studios
I
that
don't
worked
even.
on it.
What is it?
Cloverworks,
Fucking
Cloverworks,
Cloverworks,
Trigger,
Trigger,
and
and-
I think A1.
A1?
Yeah, A1.
Are you guys? You just gonna leave every single person that's seen the show hanging?
You're just
Yes.
gonna fucking
Like,
take
you made this
nappies.
wonderful character who everybody fell in love with, and then you fuck up the show. Come on.
I can't wait
As
for
a
Alex to
passionate
edit this
fan.
later and see Juice go.
You guys worked hard.
I've got
I don't care what you did. I was in the moment. I was in heat.
I've got a fun question for the group. So, last month I watched High School of the Dead, which is a zombie anime.
nice.
It's etchy, it's lewd as fuck, it's awesome.
It's-
Highly
It's really
suggested.
good. It's really
But
good.
it's kind of made me think like, what would you guys do in a zombie apocalypse situation? So say you're at home. I kind of want to just like go around. I want to get everyone's thoughts on this because it's. I'm curious
they,
what
like-
everyone's gonna do.
Are they traditional zombies, like how we think of a zombie apocalypse, or are they ecchi lewd zombies?
They're okay. Well, in that show, the zombies aren't etchy and lewd. Just the main characters are.
Oh.
But say they're traditional zombies. It's not like I Am Legend. They don't have fucking superpowers.
Do they want to be idols?
What if they're like Zombieland Saga?
Yeah, do they want to be idols?
Then I guess
Then
no. They're
I'm
normal
getting with the
zombies.
zombie.
Like you get bitten, they can like walk, kind of move. A
Can
little
they
quicker than
run
normal.
at all?
I wouldn't say. All right, so imagine a typical zombie. They're kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They encounter a locked door. They're like, well, fuck, I don't know what to do here.
Okay.
They react more to sound than anything. You're a traditional zombie. They bite you, you turn into a zombie, and so on.
Okay.
So shit goes nanners, right?
Mhm.
You're chilling at home. You're like, I gotta figure something out here. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you bringing? How you doing it?
Who you doing it with?
Yeah.
Or are you going lone wolf?
First off, you just got to look at essentials. Fuck firearms, because you're going to run out of bullets essentially. You need like a grindstone or like the sharpening stone for blade, like a blade, and you need like knives and swords and shit like that, because that's going to chop them down.
Would you go blade or blunt? Blunt object.
Blade.
Blunt.
I'd go blade.
Well, let's start with Juice, and then we'll go to you, and then you.
Okay.
I mean, you need a blunt object too for those kind of situations, but a blade would definitely be effective, especially sharp. You know, just chopping heads off. Because we're talking traditional zombies. Head goes off, they're done.
Yeah, I would say that.
Second off, fuck cars. You're gonna run out of gasoline eventually. You need a bike. You need a bike to get you places. You can get real fit real fast.
Get that Schwinn.
Fuck Schwinn, I had one.
We had one.
It didn't have brakes.
Stolen.
Definitely, you need to seek out canned foods and stuff like that. You know, non-perishables. Ideally, something that can filtrate water.
You bring in your Brita.
Yeah, I'll bring my fucking Brita. I still got like another 6 months of use out of that filter.
You know, I saw this ad yesterday. There was a filter.
Okay.
This guy poured a beer in it.
All right.
Well, that was stupid.
It was just water.
That was
water.
That was so dumb.
That ruining a perfectly good brew.
Yeah.
Anyway, where are you going? Where are you taking off to?
Where would I go?
Are you staying?
I don't know, because I feel like it wouldn't. Me personally, I feel like I wouldn't survive that long in a zombie apocalypse. I'm just gonna be real.
That's
Well,
honesty.
In High School of the Dead, there's this otaku. I mean, he's really good with guns, but
Okay.
you would expect him to die right off rip. He's
So like,
a
you know,
gamer.
school shooter type homie.
Yes.
Low key.
Yeah.
Yes.
like
No,
you-
he is definitely school
School
shooter.
shooter, virgin, never touched a girl, never looked in her direction. But he's a gamer. And he fucks over.
He saves the day a lot.
Yeah, gaming turbo virgin.
So what you where are you heading off to on your bike?
On my bike, I mean, ideally something. I don't want to say like higher up. Like I feel like a taller building would be better to go to, like an office building, because you can set up like traps, and plus there's going to be a lot of doors those zombies have to get through to get to me. But you also have to worry about structural integrity.
Yeah.
But I mean, like a whole building, it's going to take years and years and years of zero maintenance for that thing to collapse.
That too.
I mean, for a building to stand and just kind of be there, you don't really need almost any maintenance.
No,
Unless, like,
no. I mean,
fucking wicked storm
eventually,
comes by.
erosion and everything's going to come down.
I
but
mean, you'll be long.
Yeah,
dead
that'll
by
be
then.
thousands
I've
of
seen
years.
life after people when it's like 100 years before a building collapses.
Oh no, that's like the power grid shuts down and
That's
Yeah,
when
when
like
you get to like 10,000.
that's when like the
after.
primates start taking over
Yeah,
again.
that's Planet of the Apes.
Monkey.
Return to monkey.
Would you guys form a group or would you go solo?
Monkey.
Because I would get my buddies, like the guys at this podcast and like some others, and I'd be like, let's go.
That's a tough one because
Yeah, because there's a lot of risks going in with a group, but there's also a lot of risks going in solo, and you kind of just have to balance out the pros and
Yeah.
cons.
like I mean, you could be chill as fuck right now, but say when shit hits the fan, you
Yeah.
could just be bonkers.
Yeah.
And people they do crazy shit when things go crazy.
I mean, I'd kill one of you guys.
Well, geez, I know you're not fucking coming with me on my brigade.
No, I'm not saying like, yeah, I'd kill
Bonkers,
you just
yeah.
for fun. Like, if you're going bonkers, you get bit. Dude, you gotta go, all right? I'm sending you out to the wolves, or I'm beating your skull.
Right. Luke and Juice. Final question on this: How long do you think you would survive the zombie apocalypse?
I'd give myself at least a month.
A month.
At least a month. I feel like I could do it for a month.
All right.
That's about it.
Alex, what about you? Let's start off first. Shit hits the fan.
Yep.
You're sitting at home. News is going crazy. Last of Us. You know all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? Or what's your original game plan? You're at home. What are you going to get from home?
What am I taking with me? I'm taking some sort of object that I can beat something with, because we don't have any guns at home. But I would take a gun if we had one, for the extra protection. I'd definitely take a blunt object. Canned foods for sure. Some sort of lighter, some duct tape. Basic survival things that you would want.
Like shit you would go camping with?
Yes. Like basic survival stuff. You know, a knife. Some sort of weapon that I would need. Like as much water that I could carry without physically deteriorating my ability.
That's gonna. All right. Well, before I say this,
Because I don't have a filter. I don't.
are you taking a car? Are you leaving? Or are you staying where you're at?
I'd want to get out of here. I'd want to go to the forest where it's least populated.
What's your mode of transportation?
I mean, I'm taking a car as far as I can go.
You souping up your car? You putting spikes on it?
You could. That'd be sweet. If I had time to prepare, I would, yeah.
All right, now...
I'd put a turret on my car if I could.
Turret?
Yeah.
Turret on the Stang?
Turret on the Stang.
Turn on the
That
Stang.
would go hard.
You could. It'd be cool.
Yeah. If I could haul a trailer, we'd haul a trailer.
You can get a trailer hitch installed.
We're in there.
I mean, I don't know who you're going to go to mid-pandemic of
Jonathan's
zombies.
grandpa has a, camping trailer. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, but you don't have a
wouldn't-
hitch.
you
You got to
wouldn't
go
have
get a
to
hitch
ask.
installed.
Well, then we're going to steal his truck, and we're taking the trailer, and you boys are coming along.
Am I?
And we're going to survive the zombie
Because I mean, you're like
apocalypse.
saying all the wrong things. You're like, I'm bringing guns and cars, and those are like the first two things I said not to. Like, I was like, fuck those things.
Yeah, maybe you guys should just go your separate ways. Just give it a pat on the back and say, catch you later, Jack.
You know what? Here, we'll strap some bikes to the top. We'll get a roof rack. We'll strap some bikes
Yeah.
to the top. From the car runs out of gas.
I mean, the
Then we
car
have
will
a
get
bike.
us far enough to where the bikes will actually
You see, here's
be
the
useful.
thing. Just because they're zombies doesn't mean they're for a time, there won't be electricity or a mean to get gas. You know what I mean? Like, say,
Well, all right, so if you go into a gas station, no one's there, and you desperately need gas. Say you break in. Do you know how to activate the pumps?
I do.
I mean, Juice
does.
does.
I do.
Juice
he
does.
does.
Do you?
You can. I'm guarantee we could figure it out.
Is
in 5
it
minutes.
easy, Juice?
Yeah, I hit turn on pump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you figured
I
out
hit
you're
a
golden,
button.
Exactly.
you're golden.
That's assuming there's electricity. If there's no electricity, I can't do that.
That's also
and
assuming
also the pumps won't work.
other people don't have the same idea as you.
That's fair. I'd want to avoid people at all costs. Everyone.
Yeah, they can get bombed.
Besides people I truly trust, I'd want to avoid every
There's gonna be
single
like
person.
some, like marauders and shit.
Yeah. They're not gonna say it. Said it's gonna be Republicans. They're gonna be going crazy.
Conservatives.
They're gonna be going crazy.
Libtards rise up.
All right, so we've established that you're getting out of here. You're bringing some blunt objects, knives, food, some
Survival
water.
supplies. I'd want to get out of where we are now. I don't feel like it's a good geographical
You're heading,
location.
you said what, to like the woods, the forest?
I mean, essentially, I'd like to get... The ocean would be really dangerous because I have no sailing experience, you know? But I'd like to get somewhere where there's not a lot of people.
What are you doing for shelter once you get wherever you're going? Are you staying in a building?
I'd like to find something. There's houses in the forest, there's cabins, there's a lot of stuff. You know, you go to Salt Fork, there's cabins everywhere. I guarantee there's not a lot of people.
It's true. It's true.
There's a lake so you can fish. You know, the one thing about the wilderness is you have food if you can trap it.
Do you... Also, this begs the question. You've never been hunting. You don't know how to skin an animal, anything. You don't even know if you can kill an animal.
Gotta learn.
Yeah.
I mean, you're learning on... You got a lot of pressure to learn this, right?
Yeah, but your survival instincts are going to kick in. Like we're humans, it's built into us. It's going to be for a long time. You're gonna kill an animal if you need to eat.
You think you could catch an animal?
It'd be tough. It'd be really tough.
Like
but-
Nate, he goes hunting.
Mhm.
He uses a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's never killed a deer.
Has he seen one?
That's the thing. Do you think you would even find him out there too much?
Yeah, I guarantee.
They're
you.
elusive motherfuckers.
I feel like
Any
with
animal, you can eat squirrels, muskrats, rabbits, raccoons.
Well,
you can eat a lot.
I feel like
of
with the
food.
zombie apocalypse, you'd see like a surge in like wildlife because you
Yeah.
know
How long do you think that would take to happen?
it'd take a few months because you'd have a lot of people over hunting. To like, you know, because like figure they hunt like a shit ton and they like cure meats and stuff like that, so it'll last a while. You know, you'd probably see a lack for a bit and then you'd see a surge as more people start dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I do because the food's going to be there. Even if you don't have wild animals, you can pick foods that grow, mushrooms, berries, you know, things like that.
Yeah, but do you know which ones to pick?
You're gonna have to stop at Books a Million in your car with the
We
bike
can
strap and
stop.
stop and go get some
We can
wilderness
stop at
books.
Books a Million. That's cool.
Pick up Nagatoro and a wildlife
Yeah.
survival guide.
I
already
picked
got
up a
all-
couple
I got
volumes of
all 5
manga
volumes
and
stuff.
how to survive in the wild. And we're good. I
All
know
right,
how to fish.
Now, how long do you think you're gonna live?
That's tough. I can't even give an estimate because I could die in the first week for all I know. Because I'm stupid. I'll
Oh,
be frank.
we know
Stupid.
that. I mean, we know.
Yeah, so I could make a dumb mistake. You know, I would grab a 6-pack of beers too.
What are you grabbing? You grabbing Miller High Life?
Grabbing a 6-pack of brews.
The last beer you can ever drink.
Oh, that's
I'm just for the meme. I'm going Miller High Life.
Not a highlight.
I'm going Miller High
last beer I
Life.
could ever
can
drink.
respect that.
I mean, if I really had to choose, I'd go with like an Asahi.
Oh yeah, but
But like Miller High Life, because that's what you can get here.
Juice, what are you
I could
drinking?
sure go for a Miller High Life.
There's this. It was the first beer I genuinely enjoyed. I had it in London. It was a locally brewed pale ale in Brixton. If I could find that, I'd get a 6-pack of that.
You remember what it was called?
No, it was just called like Brixton Pale Ale.
I wonder if you can get it imported.
I've looked. I don't think you can.
All right, we are back. I had to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. And also apologize for the 30 minutes you had to see of only me and Juice. One of our cameras ran out of memory. But let's get back into it. We were at Luke for the zombie apocalypse plan.
All right,
Let me
Luke.
hear it, Wook.
You're at home.
Let's hear it.
The news is going crazy. You're like, oh shit, I gotta do something. What's the first thing you're doing? What are you grabbing?
Turn on the news because I didn't know that I had to be watching the news because I don't watch the news. Second step, probably grab something that I can defend myself with and get the fuck out of Dodge.
What are you
'cause,
grabbing?
I don't know, like a bat or something.
Yeah, it's whatever's in the house.
What if you don't have
Whatever
a
I
bat?
have. What if I don't have a bat?
Yeah.
I don't know who stole my bat then.
Do you have like a tire iron in your car?
Yeah, I've also got like a bunch of crowbars I could take, so I'm fine.
Crowbars are effective.
I've
I
got
have a skateboard.
I don't know how well that would work.
Trucks, those bat skulls.
just fucking.
You know, you could get a long pole, like a bamboo pole. You know, everyone's got one of those in their house. You could duct tape your tire iron to it because they're kind of sharp.
You don't have a bamboo pole?
Plunge them.
I have a katana.
Stab 'em.
I do too.
You guys got katanas. You can buy.
I don't have a katana, but I do have a short sword.
You could use the short sword.
Yeah, see, we'd be fine.
I got my switchblade.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're all together, we'd be fine, dude.
Yeah,
pull up on
dude, we
something.
have plenty of weapons.
All
And
right,
then-
you got
Okay,
your weapon.
but here's where I'm gonna deviate. I would want a weapon, like a melee weapon for the zombies, but I would also want a gun to defend myself from marauders and looters. I wouldn't use the gun for the zombies because that'd be stupid.
That's fair.
You can just get them with the fucking sticks
Or run.
or run.
All right.
Like, what are they gonna do? Walk at you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Alright,
assuming I
since-
can run.
Yeah.
Since we're on the
Assuming
guns,
I can walk.
like, do you know much about guns? Like, do you know like what ammo is available? What the most common ammo is?
No,
No.
I don't care.
I mean, that's a real factor. If you're gonna bring a gun with you, you're not gonna probably want like 30-06. That's just kind of hard to come
Well,
by.
if your gun shoots that, you'll need it.
Then you better get a different gun.
If you have it, you're gonna use it. I don't think
Yeah.
it matters. Like,
I think it matters.
Ideally,
quite
if I
deal.
had a gun, I'd want something that shoots like 5.56 or 2.23, because that's pretty readily available. And like as of now, it's cheap, but it's also like it's easily accessible.
Like, if I'm walking into like a Dick's or a Kames, I'm taking all the
I was
ammo.
about to say, I'm taking what I can grab.
taking-
That's assuming that there's any left.
Exactly.
What if I get there first?
Well,
what,
then
what
you're
if
gonna.
what if the president rings me up and he's like, hey, dude. I'm like, what is it, D. Trump? He's like, zombies, man, they're here. Rudy told me. The zombies are here. You're like, hey, thanks, bro. He's like, fist bump. And we fist bump over the phone. I'm
It's
going
on
to
me
Kames.
today.
You know, actually, like Dick's doesn't carry guns anymore.
Really?
Then I would go to like
That's not very gamer of
wherever
them.
guns are sold.
What if
Do they
Fin
still
Feather
carry
for
Dick's?
Outfitters is closed?
They're-
I'm breaking in.
Are you?
It's
Yeah,
the zombie
it's the
apocalypse.
zombie
Who
apocalypse.
gives a shit about the
I'm not
rules?
gonna be like, oh shit, I'll be back Monday at 6 o'clock.
Oh no, the cops are gonna really ring me for this one.
I know for a fact that Ohio Golden Pond down off Whipple, they have a mini Draco right now. So
What?
I'm going there. I'm getting that Draco.
All right, Luke he's got some goodies he's bringing them with him. All right, where you going? You heading out? You staying home?
You flying solo?
I mean, I think the best course of action is to dip out of a populated area, which is
Yeah.
where we all live.
Do you say bye to your family first?
You bring your family with you?
It's a good question. I didn't think about that. You guys
Ooh.
didn't bring that up either.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, wait.
It's like I want to, but it's like I don't.
I'd want to, but I feel like they drag me down.
Couldn't your dad fly us away?
You could.
Oh wait, your dad could just. Yeah, wait a
Dude,
minute.
we
Your
are
dad could
set.
just. Yeah, we're set.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
all
wait a
right,
minute.
all right. So you say my dad's flying us away. Where are we landing? Do we say we need to refuel? We can't call it
Hawaii.
half flight.
I would go to
Hawaii would be a good
Hawaii,
place. I
what
feel like
fucking zombies
Alaska
get
would
into
be pretty
Hawaii?
decent too.
Yeah.
Fuck Alaska. It's just cringe Canada.
I feel like a cold place would be really good too because I mean these are zombies. they're gonna freeze.
That's true.
They don't have like blood flow and
That's
shit.
true. They can freeze.
Yeah, so cold
Also
places
brings
would
up
be
the
pretty
factor
good.
of, will they? I mean, they don't have blood flow. Like,
They don't
if they're
have any moisture.
cold.
constantly moving. Yeah, just because they're cold.
But there's no moisture either.
Yeah, there's no
to
warmth
freeze.
to keep them like warm.
I guess if it gets cold enough, they can freeze.
No, I think they can freeze. I think if you put
But
them,
like with what moisture? Because of course they're gonna have really dry skin. They've been
They're
underground.
gonna have really dry skin and stuff like that, but
They'll have really dry skin. We need
you
to
don't need-
moisturize them.
that's true. We get a
they'll-
lot of
at least
lotion.
at the very least they'll become stiff and move slower.
That's true.
That's true.
a
Especially
lot
like
slower.
walking through deep snow too. If we
But
have, like,
also,
snow
what comes
shoes.
yeah.
with the cold is you have to survive out in that cold.
Yeah,
and
but-
that like makes it so much more
Yeah,
challenging.
that's a lot harder.
All right, Luke, are you getting your car? Are you taking a vehicle?
No, we're taking a plane.
That's what I would go with a flight.
I'd go with the
Yeah.
flight option.
I think flight would be very dangerous
It would be dangerous, but once you get in the air, I mean, you're pretty good for a little bit at least.
for a little bit. But
You have access to pretty much anywhere,
the
at least in the United
flying,
States.
I mean, and anywhere is a light term because you don't know how much fuel you have, and the caravan can only go so far so fast.
Yeah.
You're not going to Hawaii on one.
No,
Yes,
caravan
tank.
will never make it to Hawaii.
No, on like most planes that we
stealing
have
fuel.
access to will not make it that far.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to land, find a way to refuel, and that's if airports aren't just going bonkers. You know.
I think airports would not be going bonkers, personally.
I feel like people would be avoiding airports.
Yeah, they'd be like, I'm not going
That'd
there.
be very crowded. That'd be like the
Yeah.
dumbest
I
move to
mean,
make,
we
which
have
is why it's the
access
smartest
to
move.
an airport that nobody can enter without authorization.
Yeah.
Like, we are set.
So are we hanging out in the podcast room?
Are we doing a live stream podcast during the zombie apocalypse?
That'd
mean,
be pretty epic.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty gamer.
That's
How would
bonkers.
how would we send it out?
It's a live stream.
Yeah, internet.
There's no internet.
How do you know?
That shit isn't down yet, is it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, I
probably
don't know.
internet.
Well, how long are we in? Are we talking about just at the start?
We're
'Cause-
doing the
'cause-
world's longest
all right,
podcast.
here's the thing. Who the fuck is sitting there while there's zombies trying to break into their house, killing them, thinking, "Oh man, I gotta watch these four
Shit, dude, I can't mess Hello Harem.
gotta watch these retards get on a plane."
They'll use their mobile hotspot.
Dude, I have Verizon. It's fine.
Unlimited data, the greatest thing ever.
Exactly.
You know, if I really
See?
could, I'd go like the moon.
Have you not
Dog.
played Black Ops 1, dude? They're
There's
there.
tons of zombies on the moon.
Yeah, I'll go to Pluto. That's where they'd least expect you.
Because it's not a planet.
Yeah, it's planetoid.
Yeah, they would never go there because they think they want to be on a planet, not some stupid fucking rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Pluto's not stupid.
It's also not a planet.
It's not a planet, so it's pretty
It
stupid.
is in my heart.
You'll die on this hill because there are plenty of like asteroids and comets that are much larger than Pluto.
I know.
It's not
I know
about
Pluto's
size
not a
doesn't
planet.
matter.
We all know that here at the Hello Harem
Yeah,
Podcast.
we're all very well endowed with that.
And this is why I'm a guest.
Yeah, that's why the juice is in the girlfriend seat.
Okay, so Luke's getting on the plane.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Oh, my last beer's a Guinness. There we go.
A Guinness?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a
From the
meal.
tap or from the can?
Or
Where
bottle.
the fuck you gonna get a
Or the
tap?
bottle?
The tap? I'm going breaking in a bar and
Yeah,
getting
Anthony,
tap.
you act like nothing, like everything's off
What?
limits.
Why can we not break into places?
Bro, because his first
Why
instinct.
why can't we just have some fun during the apocalypse? Is
Your
that
first
such a
instinct is
crime?
get out of the city,
I'm breaking into a Walmart,
grabbing some Guinness.
killing a cashier.
And some motherfucking Newports. you bet your ass.
Oh
I'm
my
thinking,
god, motherfucking Newport.
Motherfucking
Motherfucking
Newports. Wacky slime.
Wacky slime.
Wow, they have it.
Motherfucking Newports.
Anthony, what are you doing, Mister? I know what I'm
Hey,
doing.
I never said I know what I'm doing. I
I
just wanted
can't
to know what
break
you
into
guys are doing.
buildings.
What if Kane's is closed?
It was a joke, dude. Come on. I'm probably gonna grab something like blunt objects, like a bat. Maybe if I have a crowbar, anything that has a little bit of range on. Nothing too close quarters. Because if you stab a zombie in the throat with a pocket knife, you got to get on that G.
Yeah, before he gets on you.
Yeah, so you gotta.
That's fair.
You gotta watch out. Bringing some canned food, of course.
What kind of canned food?
Beans.
I would say baked beans, maybe some green beans.
I was gonna bring beefaroni.
Bushes.
You could bring like SpaghettiOs.
No,
That
not
kind of
SpaghettiOs. I said beefaroni.
All right, well, fuck me.
He's very particular.
Dude, SpaghettiOs is trash. All right, I'm
SpaghettiOs
sorry.
are kinda trash.
I'm bringing some seeds for vegetables. If I got any.
Veggies. Nice.
Starting a farm.
Yeah, we're gonna start the Minecraft farm.
Honestly, all right. My plan would be to fly out, find an abandoned warehouse, because abandoned warehouses are easily defendable, and that's the best.
I don't know, warehouses. There's a lot of entrances and exits.
No, there's not.
Yes, there are. There are multiple doors. You have the warehouse itself.
There's a lot of
usually
exits.
have bay doors.
There's a lot of exits.
I mean, those things. If they go up, they gotta come down.
I feel like if you reinforce bay doors, though, those would be pretty clutch.
With what? What do you reinforce the bay door with?
Wood?
Wood. Every warehouse is gonna have pallets.
I forgot trees are off limits in the apocalypse.
Well, it's not like
dude.
what you're gonna go cut down a fucking oak tree.
No.
Yeah, I'm bringing my chainsaw.
Every warehouse has like hundreds of pallets.
Okay, but like bay doors are big as fuck, and it like some
They're just
warehouses
garage
I've
doors.
seen
have
them.
a ton of these. You have multiple emergency exits. You have.
They're also off the ground. And if you close it, how the fuck are they going to open it?
No one says they can't climb.
But
They climb pretty slow.
Most bay doors are like flush with the edge of the concrete, or at least semi-flush. How are they going to stand there to lift it?
Bro, you've seen zombies. They pile on each other. They dog pile.
Yeah, and then they go boo, and then
Well,
they
this
fall
is also
onto
like this
whatever it
begs
is.
back to the question: like, what kind of zombies are we talking about here? Like, are we talking about World War Z zombies where they're like full on sprint towards you?
No, not World
Or
War
talking
Z.
like Walking Dead zombies where they're just like lumbering around?
And
More so
useless.
lumbering
I
around.
think Walking Dead.
More so lumbering
I don't-
around. But that doesn't mean they still don't have like some sort of function.
Then what's a zombie then? If it's just like a corpse without function?
Well, essentially, like if we go at that level, they can't even climb fucking stairs. So you could go 10 inches off the ground and you'd be upright.
They'd struggle going upstairs.
They
Definitely.
would struggle upstairs, but they could go upstairs. But
Yeah.
like, I'm talking like something like chest level. I don't see them pulling themselves up from chest level.
It's not that. It's the pile. So you're over there reinforcing these bay doors, making all this noise. You're gonna attract some attention.
Yeah.
Don't bay doors lock?
Yeah, they
Sure.
do.
Every
Yeah.
door locks. That's the thing.
There you
But
go.
just use standard doors.
Garage doors can break easily. I ran a pallet jack into a garage door once.
There's
They
a lot
can
of
break
there's
easily.
a
That took
lot
a
of-
whole ass-
A warehouse has a lot of space,
Yeah.
and if something goes down, you got to get there quick. I think the bigger the area. I'm not saying I want to be trapped in a room like this, but somewhere like a warehouse that would be challenging. That'd be
But I'm
really
saying a
challenging.
warehouse because if we're thinking of the amount of people that Alex wants to bring, if we all go with Alex, a warehouse would be best because then
Yeah.
we could all have quadrants.
Dude,
Figure
dude,
also a small area, you're gonna get very easily overwhelmed.
Not
if
too
anything
small.
happens.
Not too small.
dude, I'd go to a lighthouse.
Lighthouse would be pretty clutch.
All right, I'd go to a lighthouse and literally corner myself.
No, think about it. You have the height advantage. There's only one access point to it.
There's also only one exit point.
But that also begs the question of like, what if it? I don't know. Say there's a fuck. There's only one way you can go in, one way you can
That's
go
fair,
out,
yeah.
and there's a horde coming.
Well, then, see, that's the thing.
I
Then the
think
warehouse
Juice.
is better.
I think Juice might have the best option in my opinion.
Where's he going?
Like a building that's multiple stories up,
Yeah, but what if you're on the top? There's only one stairway down.
but there's a lot of stairs they have to get up.
Same with a lighthouse.
Honestly, I figure like if you're in a building that tall, they have elevators. So you'd be able to like rig something with the elevators to like a pole or something you can
oh
slide
yeah,
down.
Yeah, you
like
could.
even in like Warzone where you take the thingies up.
Yeah. So like
Obviously you wouldn't have any.
you
of
could
those.
finagle different ways to go up and down. Maybe like a pulley system.
You could even do it like out one of the windows,
Yeah. You know,
and nothing's getting up a multiple story building.
especially if you have booby traps.
Yeah,
booby traps. Yeah,
Eh,
you could even take out a piece of staircase. Like you could
yeah, you
destroy a
could.
part of the staircase.
Yeah,
so they just
I mean
can't
it'd be
get up
hard, but you could do it. Let's go to Juice's building.
Let's take a plane to my building.
Yeah, and let's drop on Juice's building.
Where we dropping, boys? Juice's building.
They blew a hole in stadium.
Did you guys hear this?
Nuketown is in
Well, that's neat. We got our zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
plan. It's foolproof.
It is. We're good. We're
Now-
We are okay.
We're living.
Yeah.
Now on to the true anime part of it.
Yeah, staying
Juice,
on-
how about that hentai
I was gonna
story?
say, staying on topic. What's that hentai story?
It's not extremely funny, but I thought it was kind of funny. So I was browsing through memes and shit like that, and I see this meme about this hentai. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna investigate. wasn't looking to, do anything. I'm just curious. I want to see what the storyline is. What's the plot?
Right.
So essentially, I see these people are hyping up this hentai. It's just it's lactation porn. That's all it is. It's big titty lactation porn. No nothing. What the fuck?
That was it.
One episode, all lactation, and fucking mother-daughter incest. Disgusting.
Man, what a fucking waste of time.
Dude, I was pissed. It's no Itaraki Seiki, no Ichimogame. Bro,
At least you didn't go into it
No Isekai Harem Monogatari.
prepping for a nut. You just went in and just wanted a storyline.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't get all hot and bothered by it.
Not looking to get in heat. You just want to read something good.
Or watch. Did you watch it or read it?
I watched.
All right. Is it on Hanime?
Yeah.
You guys ever read or do you only watch?
I read.
Usually just watch.
You read?
Yeah, I've sent you a few.
Nice, dude.
These two can read.
I
Fuckers.
just I respect the reading. I do. I think it's great. But I don't think I could focus on the reading aspect, trying to move it around with one hand. I think it'd be difficult.
All you do is scroll down and then next page, scroll
I don't
down,
know, it
next
just seems
page,
a little
scroll
challenging to
down,
me.
next page.
Maybe I'm not that coordinated.
That's challenging.
Maybe some
to
people
you.
in the room have more than 3 brain cells. If Alex can do it, so can you, Tony.
That's true.
Welcome to the Horny Harem Podcast, where we're still talking about jacking off to this day.
Important topic.
every time. Dude.
Stay jacking.
Yeah.
I keep that strap on me.
New year, new me. We gay now.
We gay now. Well, before we close things out, like every episode, our main guy couldn't be here tonight to do this, so I have to take the reins.
R.I.P. Jay.
R.I.P. Jay.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Peace.
Hungry man. Dude, I can't match Jonathan when it comes to the Hungry Man ad.
Fucking hungry man. Where's our sponsorship? I didn't get the router. I didn't get the free meal. My knuckles are hurting from punching this table. I support you every day, every episode, every goddamn fucking week. I have to listen to fucking Jay's ass do this every time, and now I have to take over. Where the fuck is our goddamn sponsorship?
Hungry man. For the hungry man inside you. A full pound of food.
Slop brownies, sometimes meat, kind of potatoes, giving me all.
They did change up their fried chicken, and now it's awful. It's all bones. All bones and gristle.
Oops, all bones.
All bones. Oops, all bones.
Fucking hate Captain Crunch, dude.
Oops, all Portland.
Oops, all Portland.
Yeah, from the Ozerland.
Oops, all berries.
Oops, all berries.
We're not gonna get into the oops all berries because Luke will have an aneurysm.
What the fuck does he mean, oops? What's he mean, oops? Ooh, no. Ooh, it's all berries now. Better ship it out, fucking idiot. You fucking moron. You hooligan, you heathen, you buffoon. If you accidentally made all berries in the fucking bag, why did you box it and sell it? You just sold me shit. You sold me a mistake. I'm not paying for that. I'm suing because it was a mistake. You stupid fucking prick. You're not even a captain. You're an admiral.
Admiral Crunch.
Fucking hate it. Oops, all berries my ass, dude.
Can I do the plug?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, just in case you didn't know, there's some new items on mikanclothing.com. That's mikanclothing.com. I got this hat. I paid for shipping. I was pissed. They live 3 minutes away from me, and they could have dropped it off at my house, and they didn't. I waited a week for this hat. And guess what? It's a pretty nice hat. It's really good. They got good quality clothing. You know, use a code for a percentage off. I don't know what codes or what percentage.
You could use Quills15 right now.
Quills 15.
Use code Quill.
Quills.
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 Correct.
Yeah, use code Quills for 15% off. That's QUILLS. 15% off your order. Not free shipping.
It's $2.
$2 shipping.
$2 shipping. But yeah, buy some clothing. Mikan. For the Mekon and you.
New tagline.
The Mekon was the friends we made along the way.
Who's this? Just ended.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, guys, that is all the time we have left for today's episode of the Hello Harem Podcast. I'd like to give a very special thank. Luke, what are you doing?
Sure am.
It's not working. Just give it up.
Yeah, mine doesn't work either. Mine also doesn't work.
Nobody's ears work.
I think they're already
I
all the
think
way
they're
down.
all the way
I mean,
down.
they can only go up.
I don't know. These fucking suck.
Well, as I said before, I'd like to give a very special thank you to our man Juice for joining us on today's episode.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so did you have fun, dude?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait for next time.
There will be a next time. We'll get Juice back on the podcast for sure. But you guys can always subscribe to us on YouTube at Hello Harem. Hit the bell, hit the like button, comment on a video, follow us on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Share the podcast if you found anything insightful or funny. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for watching.